A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh, darn. I'm sorry. My mic got turned all the way down in OBS somehow. There we go. That should be fixed. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Well, I'll just say again that I was saying that I've heard about Edith Finch, and every time I've clicked through and looked at all the screens and quickly established, well, that is beautiful and looks like the exact style of game I played, so I was really eager to play it. But I don't know anything about the story. So, I'm excited to play a game kind of blind. Also, thanks for that, guys. Didn't realize. I wonder if I can interact with this flower just because it's kind of standing out and it's pretty. Nope. Cannot. Okay. Okay. Look at these awesome gloves!
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay. That is a beautiful mailbox. Nice. Okay.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay. So my brother's dead.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
My mother's dead.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. Unclear which direction. We shall take the high road. How are you this evening, Shiny Firefly? I'm doing great. How about yourself? Throw it back at you. I don't believe that
I
I
wouldn't
can...
have driven this way in a long time,
I don't think I can
but
do
I
it
saw a few
faster.
hoof prints.
Oh, hoof prints. What kind of hoof prints? Horse prints or deer? Oh, deer. Definitely deer. Hello. He's so handsome. Hello. Oh, goodbye. Okay, that's fine. Can I see which way you went? No. Okay. That's good.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Okay.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
So how long has it been, I wonder? She said her brother just died. Look at this beautiful little pond. Oh, there's stuff in the water. Oh, it says missing. Huh. Oh, it's right here. Okay, here. Get down there. Oh, wait, I can now zoom in. That's a person. Someone... I think it starts an M. No, I can't see. I'm probably not supposed to see that.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
The way I'd been dreaming about it. Which makes me wonder if this isn't entirely real.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Here we go. It's more of the missing. Milton Finch, who is clearly a small child. Oh dear, that sucks. Man. But there's still furniture and stuff
Now,
here.
as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Oh, what words? To explain why it made her comfortable. She's afraid of the house. Alright, let's do it.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Okay, that's fair.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Well, that's creepy. Hey, Hey, Cool Steak, thanks for joining us this evening. We're playing What Remains of Edith Finch. Okay, the mouse... Okay, can I use my WASD to do those movements? Because the mouse is not working so great for me. Alright, let's go this way. Ooh, what about this porch? Can I do stuff here? There's mulch and whatnot. Oh, no, this is just a different entrance. Duh. Okay, never mind. Keep going. Are you playing as Edith Finch, Shiny Firefly? I kind of assumed so, but I don't know. It does seem to be a woman's voice. Okay. Oh, maybe the side door. Oh. Oh, I guess we're doing this now. Alright. Yeah, sure.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay. So maybe she hasn't been here since she was 11, it sounds like. Boxes, you know, your typical garage with random storage. Oh, here we can interact with this light.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
So has this place just been abandoned for 6 years?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Oh. Oh my god. Guys, I have a thing about kitchens. I love kitchens. I want this kitchen.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
In memory of Lewis Finch, that's the brother that she said died recently. Beloved brother to Edith, so yeah, we're probably Edith. Son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Okay. So he was quite young. Youngish. Yeah. First, someone shouldn't have died. Oh, here we go. Ah! Sorry. Didn't mean to zoom in. Okay. Dawn, Grandma Edie. Looks, honestly, a little creepy. Lewis and Edith. And I don't know exactly who Milton is supposed to be, except unless maybe they sort of erased him from existence when he went missing, which is possible. Boston apple pie. Am I supposed
Like
to
how after
click?
Lewis
Gotcha.
started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Yeah, fair. There wasn't anything over here I could interact with. No. Oh, there was something here.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Why wouldn't people deliver to the house? Were other people afraid of you guys? And why? There's a sound. There's also one of these old lady go upstairs
Nothing in the house looked
chairs.
abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah. Yep. So, oh, well, that could have been for the grandma. Fair enough. Lamp. Someone's packing up. Ooh. Knife. Just stepped on a knife. No big deal. Ooh, what's this? Missing. Oh, good. I can
My
find
mom
this.
wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah, they probably pretty much erased the brother from...
A lot of things got
existence.
left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Okay. Oh, that's creepy. What the fuck is happening here? Can I can't interact with this. Wow. That is a very sealed door. It's, I mean, it's kind of beautiful, but it's also terrifying, and especially with the sealant happening here. What is that, caulk? Okay, well, we're moving on. I'm going to check out the rest of the floor, this floor.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement,
Oh.
so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay. What's this box, though? There we go. So I can use WASD to do these interactions.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara. That's Bigfoot? Behind Barbara Finch. Okay, who's apparently some kind of actress. Oh, and they maybe filmed a Bigfoot movie, because that is Bigfoot. Okay, someone collected insects. Mom and daughter, or some son maybe, I can't tell. Do I keep hearing noises? Oh, 8 more pictures on the walls. Ah, lots of bugs. Okay. Is that a crab? I think that might be a crab. Too many bugs. Okay. We got...
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Who's Barbara Wanlust? I think Barbara's... Dawn is the mom. Edie was the grandmother. Was Barbara the great-grandmother, maybe? I'm not really sure. Ah! Alright, I'm very close to these books. Okay, that's the same... That's the second of those pots that I've noticed. Ooh. I want that coffee table! Okay. This is very pretty. That's a very big, impressive fireplace. Ooh, and an old house. Oh, is that the house? No, that's not this house. Before updates? No, I don't think so. That's kind of a scary looking man. Looking very serious. Oh, box. And it's Dawn. So that's Dawn for the living room. Is Dawn still alive? I believe that Dawn is the mother. It does. It looks like they left everything behind. It's kind of odd. Seems like everything's just been abandoned. Oh, is there a boat out there? Or is that a raft? I don't know. Okay. Cool. There's a barbecue out there.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Wow. So, some shit went down, and then the family left.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
That's crazy.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay, there's evidence of the Chinese food that they ate. Dead plant, naturally. Oh, there's a window into the garage. Cool. Okay. Someone was drinking wine. Small child. Okay. I mean, yeah. And back into the kitchen. Okay. Well, time to go upstairs then. They're in the middle of packing their stuff, and then, yeah. I keep thinking I hear shit. And then something mysterious happened. Was it a ghost? I don't know. This is definitely a little spooky. I don't really think
After Milton disappeared,
gonna be a jump
Mom
scare.
sealed up all the bedrooms.
What?
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? What do you mean sealed up all the bedrooms? Does that mean that there's a peephole downstairs? Hang on, I want to check. Because when you say sealed up all the bedrooms, do you mean like that? Like sealed up every fucking bedroom? There's a peephole here. Oh my god.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Nope. That's a big old nope. Alright, this looks... It's a library. It's clearly a library. So why is this one sealed up? Okay, how do I... There we go. Okay. This is already a little spooky. Well, let's go this way. Ah! There's a door. So this must not be a bedroom?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Whoa! This is
I
awesome!
think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Okay. Interesting.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Why would this be locked up? Yeah, try it. That's what the key is to.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh my god. Oh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh my god. Big library of people. Okay, little crawl space. This is terrifying. Was there a secret?
From the paintings on the walls,
Ah!
it's clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Did he go missing because he was kidnapped by his own family?
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
It's a jump rope. What's that? He signed his name, Milton. Okay.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Neither do I! Oh my god, there's an entire bedroom.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh, I thought that was a dead person. Okay, it's just a little jellyfish thing. Named Molly. Okay. And that's Molly's closet. Okay, Molly has cute, adorable little animal faces and drawings on the floor, maybe?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
What? That's not normal. Oh god. So who the fuck
Molly's
was Molly?
gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That is adorable, but okay. Mount Rainier. Huh. Okay. Cool.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Are you actually alone in the house, Shiny Firefly? I don't know. I'm a little afraid that maybe not. What was going on in this family? I mean, don't get me wrong. This is the coolest little girl's room ever. Except for the fact where she was maybe imprisoned here? That part's not so cool. Can I look? Is there a peephole? Oh, yeah. No, I can't look through that one. It's really high up. That's odd. It's also clearly sealed. And I can't, click. No. Okay. Little shark. Molly. Clearly it's Molly's room. Okay. What does she look out on? Oh, wait, here. Molly. 1937 to 1947. So, she would have been
I got the sense Edie had
dead.
spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Oh, okay. So she lived and died. And only later were the doors sealed. But... okay. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay, now I'm Molly, I guess. Gonna eat a pumpkin?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Okay. Also, is Mom... Mom can't possibly be the same Mom.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Well, Mom could be Grandma Edie. Of course.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ew. It had poop in it, because that could give you a serious disease. There's a door there, but I want to look over here. Fishy! Hey, Fishy. Don't eat the fishy. I thought about
eating Christopher,
Aw.
but I held back.
Christopher. Good. Hold back. Christopher's like, please don't eat me. What the... That is a terrifying tree. Oh, hey, here. Molly, Edie, and Sven? Wait, we heard about Sven. Sven gave Edie something. Yeah, maybe it's Edie's sister. That could make sense. I think it must be. And everything else is in shadow. That just says December. That's in darkness, which is terrifying. Okay, here we go. Let's go over here. Oops. Okay, bathroom. Okay.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh. No, that's not good for you. That's a toilet. Oh, that's Holly.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh no, that's bad for you. That's poisonous. It's actually poisonous. Alright. Yeah, this is very wrong. Well, she's a kid, so... Okay, good. Glad it doesn't want me to look in the toilet. Okay, good.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Yes?
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Don't eat the bird.
I reached out for her.
Window's chained. Which is good, by the way.
And suddenly...
Small child. Tell window. What?
I was a cat.
What? Why are you a cat? What? Okay. You're a cat. I've always wanted to be a cat. I'm a cat. I'm a cat. Look down. I can't see myself. Okay, fine. I'm a cat, though. Oh, can I go that way? No, I can't go that way. Can't get back up there. I'm a cat. How do I climb? Oh, there we go. I just have to click. Can I climb up there? No, too high. Okay. But I'm up here now. Where can I jump? No, that's too dangerous. It's a Shrek story. She died at age 10, maybe from poison. Yeah, or from cat disease? Oh. Hi, bird. I'm gonna get you.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Is that a statue, or is that a person? I don't know. It's a little scary. I'm a cat. Hello, bird. I'm going to eat you, and it's going to be wonderful. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Whoop! There it is. That's terrifying, that birdhouse in the dark. Nope, can't jump up there. Can I go this way? Hello, birdie. You will be mine! Where am I? I'm on the drain pipe. Where's the bird? Where's the bird? Cat disease! Yeah! Hang on. I'm having trouble seeing. I'm just moving Twitch chat over a little bit. No, don't make it smaller. There. Okay, cool. I just want to be able to see what you guys are saying easier. Okay, that's better. So the bird's gotta be over here. Well, I can jump here. And now here. Maybe up there? This cat has excellent range. Okay. Oh, there's the bird. There's the bird. Haha! I got you. Gotcha. I'm gonna get you.
I jumped and I almost got her.
I'm a hungry cat. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen here? Nope, nope, missed. First the chair. Okay, now I'm just jumping.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
This cat is vicious. Hunting this bird ruthlessly.
Now I was up in the big tree.
Yeah?
I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore.
Oh, is it a dead
All
tree?
I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Okay. She was able to write that diary entry, though, so she can't die right here. Oh, God. Well, I guess we're gonna try to do this.
I gobbled her up.
Dang.
And suddenly, I was an owl.
What?
First, all I heard was the wind.
Oh, my
Then I
God.
heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Because I'm an owl and I can hear everything. Oh, I'm an owl. I'm flying. This is really nice, by the way. I'm flying. This is so pretty. Rabbits. 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 Huh? Rabbity rabbits! Yeah, I missed. Oh no, I got it. Oh, this is weird. Oh, poor rabbits.
Imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I
Alright.
swallowed him up, and
Yep.
I didn't chew one bit.
Okay.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Really? I feel like a rabbit would be sufficient for one night as an owl. Well,
A mama rabbit.
oh, you know, big rabbits, especially when they're guarding their young, can actually potentially kick the shit out of an owl, but nope, okay, not this one.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
But in the same place. That's not good. You're gonna die. You don't want to be a shark. This is a bad place to be a shark. Oh, I'm moving. Okay, sorry. Oh my god. This shark is fucked. This is so weird.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Thank goodness we're by the ocean.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
What? Well, I mean, there's something right there, obviously. What is it? What are we hunting?
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh, seals.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I don't want to eat the seal. I don't want to eat the seal. Yeah, this is really crazy. Oh god, I can see the blood. Okay, no. Okay, game. Shit, I lost her. Kind of just want to get it over with. Where's the... Oh, oh, I'm sorry, seal.
Tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
That's not how that works.
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Okay, are you a crab? What the? Am I an octopus? Am I a snake? I guess I'm an octopus. Right? Oh, I think I'm an octopus. I'm actually not entirely sure. Because why do I only have one tentacle? This is really crazy.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Am I gonna eat a human? I just realized it's Christmas. Is this some kind of curse that happens at Christmas? Because that's where the Hear the Angels sing. Whatever that song is called. I guess I'm going under here. So I'm a small monster, or at least a flat monster. Yeah, some kind of sea monster thing. Oh, okay, found a human.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, yeah, I'm basically just made out of one tentacle and a mouth from what I can tell. Hi. Don't mind me. Oh, Jesus. That's a good point. Was she sent to bed without dinner on Christmas? Oh, it's just gone. That human is just gone. Alright, well, I guess I'm going for the captain. Itchy. Is this really happening, or is she just dreaming, Shiny Firefly? I am also wondering that. I would like to understand. fence.
But also, I didn't.
Somebody's drunk. Guys, I'm glad you're here with me. This is kind of spooky to do by myself. Oh, there's somebody, but I think he's outside. Oh, I can get out there. Okay. Oh no, he's right here. Well. Hey, Dylan, thanks for joining us this evening. Well, I just killed somebody. Can I eat that seagull? No, that seagull's too smart. How about that seagull? Damn. You are a squid. Yeah, or something. Something black and porous and tentacly.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Yeah, I think you're the monster. I am definitely the monster. Okay, swim towards something.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
That's not how it smells. I feel. That's not where good smells go. But I am a monster with a taste for human flesh. I've been going after bigger and bigger prey, so I'm not really sure what to... Is this a toilet? That's a toilet. Am I gonna eat myself? Is this the same bathroom as before? Yep. Pretty sure it's the same. Oh, I got turned around. It was weird. No, just go that way. There. Okay. I'm bored. There. Yeah, good. Okay. I don't know why I got stuck before. This is definitely...
I got closer and closer.
My bathroom. So, did Molly kill herself? Hey! Or something? Little 10-year-old girl, child monster? Oh, there's a light under here now. Oh, God.
All my stomach started growling.
Okay. This is...
And suddenly, I was me again.
Oh.
I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Holy cow. And that's the last entry. And she did die when she was 10. Oh, good.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Actually, okay, this is good. Let's, yeah, get wrecked. That's right. Okay. Well, this is good. Let's study. It's very confusing. Family tree. Okay, so Edith is us up at the top. Then her brother Milton went missing at a young age. Lewis just died. So she is the only remaining living of her family. Thus, what remains of Edith Finch? I'm not even sure that she's alive. It currently does not give her a death date, but who knows? This could all be a dream. Okay, so Milton is probably dead. He went missing when he was young. Lewis just died. She came here from his funeral. Dawn is their mother, who is clearly married. No, had brothers, Gus and Gregory, who we haven't heard anything about yet. There's someone named Kay. Haven't heard anything about them yet. Sam. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Molly's over here. Okay, so Edie is 20 years older than Molly. So I think Edie was actually Molly's mother. because that thing by the window had Molly's name on it on one side, and then Edie and Sven on the other side, and I think Edie was married to Sven. I think that's what the leaves mean, that that's who they're married to. So I think that Edie and Sven had these children. Molly, Barbara. We heard mention of Barbara. Molly, Barbara, Calvin, and Sam and Walter. And then their predecessors were... Oh no, I see. Odin and Ingelberg had Walter. Edie and Sven had that whole branch of the family. It's branches. It all makes sense. Okay. Dylan, what is the goal? We're just walking through this house and unearthing mysteries with a lot of magical realism and coolness. Yeah, a lot of early deaths in the family. That's a good point. A lot of young people dying. Which is probably going to be a little terrifying sometimes. This is really cool. Side note, this is reminding me heavily of a book called Monsters of Templeton. If you end up liking this, I would definitely read that book. It has a similar vibe of intense magical realism. A lot of found, like, reading journals. Like, it'll switch over into a different narrator's voice as this one sort of anthropologist tries to dive into the history of her family. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so I'm here now. So I'm guessing I'm going to be exploring through the house and uncovering...
This will be obvious later,
who these people
but
were.
my mom never told me any of these stories.
Yep.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
That's the living room downstairs.
So, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Okay. So did Molly die mysteriously in her sleep, I guess? Or you die. Maybe. Yeah, if you fill out the family tree. I mean, win. I think this is a game that you just finish, and it's awesome.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Edie had a thing for birds. And knitting, clearly. But not... Oh my god. They're memories of pets. She had a snake. She had a bird. She had another bird. Wow, these are little shrines to previously owned pets. That's... Is that an... Okay, that's a lizard. Okay. Alright. Is that a... What is... It's a... Oh, it's a bird. Okay. Just couldn't see it. Alright.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
That's nice. Let's look at all the... Yep, lots of... They're birds. Zerpy. Derpy. Oh, okay. Painting on cool wood
Louis died
things.
a week before we left.
Louis.
But Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh. Was he sick? Dylan, it's almost PAX Unplugged. That is correct. Yes. PAX Unplugged is very exciting and it's on the horizon. That is a beautiful old sewing machine that she was still using. Dang. Making models of houses. Oh. Oh, it's a little creepy. It's actually a little creepy. Calvin and Sam were twins, I take it? Alright.
Her room was like a museum.
Yeah. Joining the great majority? Okay. Shrine to Odin. Her dad, I think.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for
Her
their
brother?
fortune
I can't remember.
and misfortune.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann.
The family curse, eh?
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house,
Yeah.
hoping to leave the curse behind.
That's not how you leave curses behind. You don't take the house.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington
Whoa.
send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly,
Okay.
step
There you go.
ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Gotcha.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Okay.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay. Gotcha. Interesting. So, yeah, Odin and Engelberg. So they arrived and Gerg died. Sorry, first Engelberg died and Johann, who's not even mentioned here, they died. Then Odin came over, but he perished as well. The only survivors were their daughter Edie. Okay, so actually Walter is also Edie's child. I thought him being on his own branch meant... Oh, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Oh, I didn't even notice this was a screen. Well, yeah, play. Let's go. Oh, it's because I pressed escape. I just should have done... How do I get out of here? I've looked through this. How do I... Clicky, enter... Escape is the menu. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah. Okay. So, Odin Finch, by the way, wrote some books, Joining the Great Majority and also The Mysteries of Death and Thereafter. Oh, alright, that's a slightly terrifying picture. And a sword. And birds' eggs. Sven and Edie, which is sealed. Oh, okay. Lots of books. I don't know if the books are supposed to... Norwegian folktales! Hey, how much do you want to bet this is heavily influenced by... I just see one book that says mummification. Also, The Princess and the Goblin. That's a cute fairy story. Okay. Birds of the Pacific Northwest. I am getting a very Seattle Pacific Northwest vibe, which, hey, holler. On Memory. The Old Bread. Multiple copies of Oryx and Crack, which I don't know the meaning of. There's probably multiple copies of everything, isn't there? That's fair. Okay, let's move on.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon,
What?
she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That's kind of awesome. Dragon kills Finch. Wow, yeah. Sven looks like a nice guy. Yeah. Taxidermy for the home. Okay, okay, cool. It's a baby.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
More Norwegian folktales. Okay. That is a pink fluffy bathroom. Alright. I'm kind of glad we can't see in the mirror. Pills.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
First wife.
It was a pretty big trace.
Well, yeah, that's fair. So Kay was Sam's first wife. Okay, cool. Interesting. Oh, does this key... Oh, so these keys open up all the doors in between. There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Oh my goodness. Can I... Oh, yeah, pull that out.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh my god. That is the cutest shit. Darcy, what are you
Sven
growling
gave
at?
Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Darcy, chill. Oh, that's cute. Calvin Finch. I don't remember that name from... Oh, that's creepy. Why you take this picture? 1952, I think 1961. So 11. An empty swing. A deer. Some undeveloped things. Couple turns land into a native haven. Murder probe. Clues exhausted. What? Okay. Oh, good. There's a creepy spot. That book is very, very cute. I agree. Kernks. Hello, Milton. That's alright. Wait, so Milton's been in all of these places. How come she was never given access to these things? Can I get up? Alright, someone likes the army. Hunting and stuff. Fort Calvin. Nice. Spaceships. Wow. These are all very awesome rooms, by the way. Captured. The Secret Lives of War Photographers. Awesome. What is that? United States Marine Corps Certificate of Acceptance. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Fort Sam. Oh, yeah, these are the twins. Gotcha. Okay. So one is very into the army and one is into space and robots and science. Cool.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Oh, who apparently died young. Of course.
And that he never talked about him.
I'm sorry. How much longer did Grandpa Sam stay in this bedroom after Calvin died? Because Milton is a creep. Milton's not a creep. He's just a 10-year-old boy who... Oh. Whoa. What?
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
This is awesome. What? And then it became a shrine.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, what a swing.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Ah.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
That's Edie.
Coming!
I just want to swing on the swing all day. Okay.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Okay, it's actually making me a little dizzy. Sorry. Ah! Okay, I want to get off the swing. I want to get off the swing. I wonder if I have to jump over the fence. It's making me dizzy. I don't want to. I don't want to. Can I jump? Can I? No. Okay, can't jump. I'll swing all the way. It was so fun at first, and then I got sick. Oh, God.
I told him going around was impossible.
Way to ruin it.
Maybe if I
Oh,
hadn't
no,
said
don't fall in
that.
that. This is awesome.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh, dear.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, no, I don't want to live this.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
Oh, God.
And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Why did they still have a swing? All right. Just realizing I'm gonna be just uncovering the truths about a lot of child deaths.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Did Sam still sleep here?
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Yeah, I would too. Did he stay here until he was 18? Dude, sleep on the couch, man. Oh. I can't. Good, there's no there. Okay, cool. Jeez, that's... God. So, 1958 to 1961. Jesus. Well, that's, no, that they were 8, right? Age 8, yeah, is when they started. So they were 8 and then 9, 10, 11. Dang, man. Some dark sauce. Could have stayed at any of the other 50 rooms, right? They all had death wishes. Yeah, it does kind of seem that way. Is that the curse? Oh, right. Sorry, move it over. That's adorable, by the way. Who designed this house? Okay, sure. Oh, is it pull up? Okay. Awesome. I want this house just without the curse. Okay.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
And wine. Although that says orange tabby. Can I go this way? Oh, yeah. Okay. Those are the stairs I came up. And, you know, I realized that when I first went in, when I went into the first secret room, I hadn't looked over the main floor. So I'm glad I can do that now. Alright, what's this? Barbara. So that's the room I'm going to go into next, I think.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Dang. Okay.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Oh. Right, the original house. But not this one. That's
Whenever
Barbara.
people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Sure. My friend Bigfoot. That's cute. Maybe. I don't know. And there is an upstairs. Hang on. I want to check out the rest of this floor first. Okay, so I went straight there into this room, but I didn't check out any of these. So let me look at Molly's room.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with.
Imagine.
If she hadn't died in 1947.
Okay, so I would have known that if I had done this first. That's so cute. And I mean, Molly loved fantasy, and then she imagined that she could shapeshift. Is that kid in knight's armor? And Calvin loved space and, you know, science and space travel, and then wanted to fly, and so, you know, flew.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Okay. Gregory?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Sure. This is the pink bathroom, but I don't remember anything about Gregory. Okay. This is Edie.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Nice. I hope I didn't miss anything if I didn't skip, I hope I didn't skip Gregory's bedroom somehow. Oh well. Can't look at anything over here? No, nothing that I haven't seen. This is the same upholstered chair that's downstairs, which is not unusual necessarily, but yeah. Okay. Let me check out that rooftop door.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay. The night we left. Okay. Can I go back in here? Yeah. And Milton was here too. And wrote E. Tell me he didn't write Edith.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Yeah, was she not? She lived Swan Lake, maybe played guitar. Wow, she won awards, apparently? She had a doll? Posters of her. But she grew older. She has a full-size dress. I mean, adult-size dress. Gregory was only 1 when he died. Oh, okay. Oh, that is... He might have... Maybe he was less than 1? No, I would say he was 0.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Interesting. Oh, this is... okay.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Barbara died at 16. Okay. I'm actually going to take a quick break here. No big deal. Just about to start more harrowing things. Take a quick break and grab some water because I'm almost out. So stay tuned. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Now I am back. Hello, everybody. Take a hot second to settle in before we dive more into terrifying Edith Finch. No big deal. Okay. Okay. I am really, really enjoying this. I like this kind of slow, unraveling discovery game. It's good storytelling and it's really entertaining. And I like this, particularly this level of spooky, but not, I mean, it's entirely cerebrally spooky. Just a term I'm just making up. Yeah, that I do really, really enjoy. I like that this isn't really horror or anything like that at all. It's thrilling, certainly, but not to the extent that there are jump scares and heart palpitations. And I really appreciate that because I do not do well with jump scares. I get really, really terrified, and it would be bad. You would see me jump very, very high. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's right. It's a good point, Shiny Firefly. The music is particularly creepy. So they're doing a good job of keeping me on my toes. All right, so let's get back into the game. Okay, and we're... Can I not look at this yet? Can I? No? All right, well, let's just look at it. It's fine. That's terrifying.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale.
Why?
Inspired by America's most unfortunate family.
Oh, on the whole family.
I'm calling it The Surprise.
This is our house. Who the fuck made this cartoon?
Finch.
Who made this?
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream.
Okay.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans.
Sure,
it was
makes
just
sense.
to boost her career.
I once saw the guy who played Mike TV in Willy Wonka's and the Chocolate Factory, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the movie.
Getting better.
That guy was at a
need the
convention.
right
He had his own
motivation.
table.
Her biggest fan,
Motivation, that can't be good.
boyfriend,
Oh.
Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
What?
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Oh, God.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter.
Okay.
Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Right? Who makes a comic about somebody's death?
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages.
There's
There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Oh,
Thanks,
hey.
babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, no.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
That's not good. Why did he go by himself?
Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Oh, God.
She reached for the music box.
Okay. So I'm doing it. Oh. Hang on. Okay.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
I did hear smashing when I came in. Oh, God. I can see a little bit of the next pane. Okay, the light is moving. That's not good. Oh, no. There's a crutch.
She found Rick's
And blood.
crutch and imagined
I guess
the
Rick had a
worst.
crutch. Oh, there's blood. Is he messing with her? He said maybe you need the right motivation. Can I not just... Yeah. He's messing with her. This is the worst boyfriend ever. Just gonna hit everything! Well, that's terrifying.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
I'm sorry. What? Yeah, I would like to hit those. Oh, there's the table saw. Well, maybe Sven just made these. And they're kind of creepy. Is there going to be a jump scare? I am not a fan of jump scares. We have just been over this. Me no likey. Total movie music. Yeah.
Still.
Nope. 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 Yep. Yep. I'm really glad I did not. Yeah, hit him.
Oh.
Are you surprised?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
I was just an
I'm
asshole.
not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Yeah, I would be too.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
Yeah, those
She
are...
threw him out, but she kept a little something
like Rick had
to
some issues.
remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And
Nope.
she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours
Okay.
later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Ah! What?
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Hang on. Walter dies later than Barbara. Okay. Just making sure all Ricks are assholes. Wanlust. Yeah. Oh, I can still hit things. God. We have an egg chair that I knocked over. Oh, that's attached? Okay. That was a swing. Can I oh no, that's just a library. Okay. Ew. Is it Halloween? Oh, it probably is because there's a horror movie convention. Like that. Okay, cool. I did it. I'm going up. I'm sorry, what? Why are these things here? Oh, this is Walter. Walter.
are you there? Walter vanished.
Oh, okay.
His bedside radio was still on.
God damn it.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh. Really?
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get his
Scary.
of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Well, there is. There is. We know there is. It's... Oh, God. It's in here. To Molly's room.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
What? Is this where Walter went? God. Forget how we get out of here. There we go. No, wait. That's the way we came in. Shit. Where was the door in here? It's in the bathroom. So I thought. Is it out through the...
She thought about abandoning Walter. but
Oh, right,
just
Walter.
couldn't do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So she won't go that way. Is there something under the bed? No. There's a I'm just gonna keep hitting things. How did the person who wrote this comic know that all this shit was here, though, by the way? Okay. I can't... I'm confused. closet, right? Yeah, is it? Oh. Oh! This is before they were sealed.
Hinges grow.
Oh, God. Oh, good!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over.
Yeah,
yet.
that's fair. He might not be dead. You know, I just realized to go down the stairs, I have to walk away from him. How much you want to bet when I get down the stairs, he's just not going to be there anymore? Can I just jump? That seems ultimately like it would be safer. Okay, he's still there. God, he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there. He's going to have moved. And it's going to be bad. Where the frick is Walter? Oh, he's not going to be there. He's not there. This is my life now.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Okay.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What? Oh no. That's bad. That's multiple people.
Oh dear.
Who are these people? What the? What the what?
Bravo, Barbara! You are wonderful! The monsters had come to surprise
What?
her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
What?
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen.
Something good?
She was going to be famous. And with her final breath,
What?
Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
What?
I wasn't there myself.
Okay.
But I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom.
I am confused.
But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time.
That
They
sucks.
took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara,
I thought it was actually a
inside the
positive
music
surprise
box
party.
is all they ever found of her. Her
What?
ear.
Yeah!
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That's awful. That's okay.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay. So basically, one night, something weird happened. Somebody probably broke in and murdered her, and her ear was all that was found. Shiny Firefly, that couldn't have been the real story. Yeah. And of course, most likely, the little girl turning into fantastical creatures and then turning into a monster that she woke up and realized the monster was under her bed and she was about to die. That also probably wasn't the real story. The little boy on the swing could have absolutely been the real story. She took a sign, Barb Street. That's cool. I don't really know what to think. But that's also kind of the point, I think. I don't. What? Is this an old cake? That is not sanitary. Alright. Ooh, I've got a ring on my necklace. I wonder what that's about. She joined the Black Parade. One last. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Well, that's terrifying. Yeah, what's happening here? I can go back through here. So this is actually a dead end, I guess. Is it? Is it, though? I want to make sure. I'm not convinced that I explored this room fully. I guess I did. Oh, those are job listings. Fair enough. Okay. So, I guess I did look at everything. Okay. Cool, cool. Let's go. And again, Milton was clearly here. With the scream and the pumpkin head. Okay, so he's...
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Ah. That's right, but now we can find a key to get into the basement.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
But now we will. Has it actually gotten darker too? That's a cool effect. Hey, Markawoo, thanks for joining us this evening. Okay, so we just need to keep spinning. And if we keep spinning, it'll come out and be a key. Shiny Firefly, when of the bloody handprint will still be there? Oh, in the basement. That's a good question. Hey, Messamari, thanks for joining us. I've never seen you stream before. Yeah, that's fair. I was very, very bad about it for a very long time. And I'm trying to bring it back. Okay, so now we can go into the basement, which is probably going to be creepy. There's typical basement-y things so far. And we still haven't gotten into the attic either. Okay, it looks much less creepy. Just looks like the storage basement with the washing machine, like you do. Sven's workplace. Yes. Yeah, they do a lot of these portraits. That was for Edie, we know, because she drew portraits on these beautiful woodcuts.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh, those are bits from the dragon slide, I bet. That Sven was killed by. A canoe. Lots of woodworking, clearly. Very cool. Table saw. No big deal. No bloody handprint.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, that's actually here. And
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Sure.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh. Oh, God. There's a secret passage in the fridge. What is this clue? Hang on a second. Because I heard this sound before when I was upstairs. And then I didn't hear, which implies that someone was opening and closing the fridge door, which means there might be someone else in the house. I don't know. But, okay. Need to use the clicky. There we go. Please don't let there be someone else in the house. Alright, this is spooky.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Walter. Which one's Walter? Oh, Walter's the little boy who was around when Barbara died and probably could have heard everything. But he lived.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, cereal. Oh, cool. Oh, do we have a bomb shelter?
If there's a pattern in all these stories.
Yeah, it's heavily implied that Milton died. We know that he went missing when he was young.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
It's unclear if his, body was ever found. Yeah, because someone else, Sam, joined the Marines and tried to get away. And, well, he lived to be 33, at least. Maybe died in action. Wow. Someone made model trains. That's so cool. Walter. Oh, this was Walter's stuff. Oh. Was Walter a survivalist? Oh. Walter lived to be an older man. An old man, but I mean, he was only 50. Not sure that long white beard is really appropriate. Okay, well, let's read Walter's story. Are the bodies actually hidden in the house? Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. I love that it's a yellow
Goodbye, everyone.
legal pad.
I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
What? Oh my god, he lived down here.
On that
I
first day,
don't know why I
after
didn't put that
the
together.
started, I didn't think I'd survive the week.
Oh. So he lived down here. Oh, there we go.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Jesus.
That's what kept me sane.
What's
Having a
shaking?
schedule, living for today.
Gross.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
This is like
But if you
Fallout.
wait long enough, you get used to anything.
What's the shaking? This is
Even
our
a monster
routine.
on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
What?
Almost friendly.
Canned peaches. Yeah.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
Okay. He's
Whatever
old
that thing was,
now.
it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Okay, now it's 2005. The year that he died, and he's an older man.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Because the shaking didn't happen when he went to go eat.
I'm done waiting.
Okay.
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
And by leave, I think you mean die or something? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Why were they locked in their rooms? No, sorry, Shiny. The mom sealed up all the rooms from the already deceased families. I thought that too, and I was really freaked out, and I thought this was some kind of weird torture family. But no, apparently this is just a house that generations have lived in, and when the most recent generation was still young, the mother sealed all the rooms, presumably to hide their histories away.
I know it's out
Yeah,
there
before they
somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara.
Oh. So he was super haunted by her
Molly.
death. And he thinks it's the same thing. The curse. I mean, there's an
And
established
Calvin.
idea of a curse. Are we under the library? I feel like the shape of this room, we're under the library. Okay. And Calvin, his brother.
Maybe this
No, that's
is
not.
all a
That's
mistake.
Sam. Okay. Did he actually try to get out?
But I need to stop living the same day,
Sure.
even if it kills me.
Which I'm guessing it will. Okay, he got out though.
Whatever's out there,
Is he gonna get hit
I
by a
want you to
train?
know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month.
Sure. That's
Or
fair.
a single week. I'd be happy with one real day.
Well, that's that's lovely.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh, fuck. Why you walk on train tracks? Why?
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
That's terrifying. What was the shaking, though? Oh, it was the trains. Duh. They live really near the train
I'm sure
tracks.
my mom was trying to protect me.
Yeah. So I take it. Oh wait, well there was something over here. Yeah, I want to look at this. Is that a painting? It's a painting. Oh, he gave himself a view. It's kind of sad. It's really sad. And he liked model trains and trains. Yep, because he died by train. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, that was the library that holds all the bodies. Or so the legend goes. I'm sure we'll find out how real that is. At this point, I'm pretty willing to believe that it's real.
Maybe she
He
was
had
afraid I'd
PTSD
end up
and
like
was a
Walter.
hermit.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
Yeah.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yep. Ate a lot of peanut butter and grape jam. Grape jelly.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Oh, that's, I guess, where he put his trash. I hope that wasn't also his toilet, but it might have been. Okay, we won't think about that. And then he tried to get
Trying
out
to bury something that's still alive.
train tracks. It is kind of crazy to have a house built so close to train tracks. I hope I'm not about to get hit
Now
by
that
a
there's
train.
only one of us left. Or maybe 2.
Right?
I thought it was time I heard the
Maybe
stories
2.
for myself.
Oh, Milton. We don't know if Milton's dead then.
And found out what
God.
happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Huh.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
It's a hat. He put his... Oh, there's a little shrine for him here. Aw. That seems possible. Maybe. What's out there? Oh, hey, there's no train anymore. What the heck happened here? Wow. Is there like a serious earthquake or something? Or did there used to be a bridge? How far down can I go? Not this far. Oh, I can go this way. Okay, cool. Nesmar, seriously,
I don't
too
know
loud.
if I should
What's
even
too
be
loud?
writing this.
Sorry, Nesmar, is anything too loud? Let me know. Who put up the shrine? Well, that's a good question. All these things are just mysteriously in place. Although, he only
Maybe
died
it'd be
when she
better
was a
if
little
all this
kid.
just died with me.
Oof. Ah! Okay, it was a tree. Thought I saw something. Move that wasn't supposed to move.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Is that a totem? It's a creepy totem. I mean, it's obviously something that Sven built, but damn, okay. Oh, living next to the train is too loud. I gotcha, Nesmar. Thank you for explaining. I was having a snow moment. Beautiful moon. And I'm very curious about that mysterious statue over there, which I'm a little creeped out by. Oh. A drain pipe thing. Why can't I move forward? Did I? Oh, I walked off the path by accident. Why are these lights coming on?
And the history
Grandma
you're a
Edie,
part of.
yeah. I think one less, you're probably right. Probably put up the shrine. She seems to do a lot of shrining things. And she was the one who liked to memorialize this stuff, whereas Dawn, the mother, who's Edie's daughter, and our protagonist's mother, Dawn seemed to like to hide everything. Like, for example, sealing up everyone's rooms after they died. Hey, Vanessa. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It is an interesting game. I mean, this is beautiful. I cannot go into the water. I was kind of hoping I could. I also cannot run. There's no faster movement, which is fine.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Yeah, I feel a little lost. That's fair. I do.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
How far out here can I walk? I'm curious. This seems like a bad idea. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Guess I'm headed towards the statue. I'm terrified that I'm gonna see some shadow looming.
That history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Yeah, definitely some madness.
Any of it seems possible.
I guess. Jeez. Shiny Firefly, this game reminds me of Firewatch. Absolutely. It's very similar feel to the actual gameplay. If I'm being perfectly honest, Firewatch has a little bit of a smoother feel when you're actually playing it. I felt like it was a lot easier to move around. But this does work really quite well.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
And I actually really like the text thought process. And I like how it ends up, based on where they put it on the screen, it ends up sort of attached to things that she's noticing.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Huh. That's an interesting point. Yeah, maybe they're too focused on how everyone has
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
oof.
The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Well, there's always so many graves.
3 of
in
the
a pet
gerbils
cemetery.
were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh shit, that sucks. Here's all the birds. Derpy, Derpy Jr., Burpy, Chirpy, Furpy, Lurpy, and Zerpy. Shotzi, yep. Shadow, Bob, Oliver. Man, that's crazy. All of the Erpes, yes indeed.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Oh god, yeah, you can tell. Cat wings! Sorry, there's a children's book out there that I don't think is very popular anymore, because it was written like in the 50s, called Cat Wings. It's about a bunch of kittens who have wings. No explanation is ever given. In fact, I don't think there's any words in it, and they have to go looking for their mom. It's basically Make Way for Ducklings, but with kittens with wings. It's so good. Okay, anyway, moving on. Okay, Molly Finch died. Calvin Finch, right? Sven Finch. We don't yet know how Sven died. Edie Finch. Walter Finch. Oh, right. Yeah, that's... He doesn't get a train here, interestingly enough. He gets the hole that he escaped through. Barbara Finch with her star. Oh, woof. Who's Bailey Wanderlust? I assume Bailey was a dog.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Yeah. Yeah, because the mom tried to bury all the history, and Edie constantly wanted to memorialize it. So that's Edie and Sven, and Odin.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
The past? Where there's still apparently a bell. So that's Odin. The... What is it called? The first son, the primogenitor? Okay, I don't know. But the one who started it all. With his house that sunk with his ship when he tried to sail over here. And Edie survived and built this house with Sven. Oh, I can look out through here. Hey. I can look at that, whatever it is. Shiny Firefly, is that the house? Well, the new house is behind us, the very tall one, and the old house is what Odin is standing on.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house.
Oh god,
every
that's
night.
the old house. That's so creepy. With a buoy out there. The red thing in the water, yeah, is a some kind of buoy. I was gonna say a weather buoy, and then I realized I had no idea if it was actually a weather buoy. I think it's a buoy to warn about rocks, specifically, given that there are rocks there. And it's red, yeah, so. This is me trying to remember sailing things. Don't remember.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
I came from that way, so I'm gonna go this way.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Yeah, you might want to forget.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Yeah. That sucks. We haven't heard anything about Gus or Gregory yet. I don't know if we will. They built the old house right where Odin
just like
and the old house died.
I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Yeah. And Milton, the one who went missing.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
That's fair. He does not have a death date on his tomb, so... And he was clearly an artist. What is this that Lewis has? A little... Oh, a little crown. Okay. Lewis is the one who just died. Oh, and Sanjay, I think, was his wife. Who also died. I guess at the same time. Maybe it was a car crash or something. 2010. No, so she outlived him. Oh, wait a second. No. Sanjay was 20 years older than Lewis. Maybe Sanjay is a parent? Oh, Sanjay... Duh. Hang on a second. Sanjay's gotta be their dad. Yeah, sorry. Sanjay is a leaf off of Dawn. So that was their dad. Sorry. I actually didn't know if that was a man or woman's name. I just kind of guessed. Okay. Sanjay is a male name. Thank you, Juan Last. Sorry. I totally did not know that. Oh, that's rough. This would just be so depressing to have all your dead relatives.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
That sucks. Well, let's go up into the treehouse. Oh, this is cute.
But looking back on it now,
wow.
If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh. Okay. This now has a different weight to it because she's about to make a new generation. And she's scared of a family curse. That seems to kill off everyone in her family. Well played, game. Well played.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Sam was Calvin's brother, who went off to join the Marines. Ooh, bear rug. Rad. Oh, sorry. There's a door. I would need to open the door. Do we get to see the attic, Shiny Firefly? I think so. Actually, this might even be it, possibly? So I take it Sam came back. U.S. Marines, yep. Hang on.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
So did Sam have kids then? Oh. Right. Wait, now I'm confused. Oh my gosh. I completely missed that. Okay, so Edie is our main character's great-grandmother. And she's not Dawn's mother. She was Dawn's grandmother. Sam was Dawn's mother. Okay, this makes more sense now. By the way, this is probably really obvious to everybody, but there's just a lot of names to keep track of. I just wasn't thinking it through. Okay, cool. So Dawn had 2 brothers and then 1 dad who was the only... Oh my god, that's messed up. So Sam was one of 5 children, and he is technically the only one to live to survive for long. Walter technically outlived him, but he lived in the basement for that entire time as a hermit. Okay. Cool. Although Sam only lived to be like 30-something. So this old grizzled photo, right? 1950 to 1983. Yeah, he did not live to be that old, but whatever. Maybe that's just blonde hair. Pictures. Taking pictures of his kids?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Okay, I wanted to look away from the car, but okay.
Not quite.
What are you trying to do?
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
Am I supposed to be I'm supposed to be focusing the camera?
What?
There we go. Sorry. It took me a long time to figure out.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? We'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Smile, Dawn. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Ooh, birdie.
Aw.
Now I have 10 photos of the stuff in the trunk. I do indeed, Shiny Firefly.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Let's see, what else can I take a picture of? Those are logs. I wanted to find more furry creatures, or feathery creatures. Nice. No joke. Well, it's pretty, anyway. I'm just enjoying myself. Playing with this little camera feature. This is so fun. Look at the water. It's so pretty. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to look at, and I'm just not looking at it. There's got to be something that I'm supposed to be looking at, right? It's like Life is Strange, but with certain deaths. Yeah, a little bit. As opposed to uncertain deaths. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing right here, so I'm just kind of digging around. This is a very cool zoom in, zoom out thing. Oh, I found the dad! Oh, he's peeing.
Hey!
I took me a long time to find.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
How is that possible?
Dawn, don't you think you could find something more
in this
interesting
area,
to photograph?
right? Because he went to the Marines for a long time. What did he say?
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Fishes.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Snackers, stackers.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you at night.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Yes, dear.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
God, you have to
Dad,
shoot something.
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination.
I am a child who does not want to kill animals.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Right?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything.
Then don't
if you
do
want
it.
to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Aw.
Great shot, Dawn!
Aw. Yeah, I would cry too. I would cry too.
I'm proud of you, Dawn.
No.
Always remember that, okay?
Oh, I see.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh, I see. Ah!
Dad, it's twitching.
Oh.
I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Aw, crap.
Of all these stories, that's the
awful.
one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh, that's really awful. Oof. Yeah, oof. Ugh. Just taking a moment to absorb that. Damn, these are all horrible stories. I can't even imagine. Well, that sucks. That is awful. Hang on. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in this room, because I feel like I didn't look at everything. Where's the photograph now? It's right there. God, can you... Not only can you imagine your parent dying when you're out alone in the wilderness on a trip with them.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
But then it's also caught in a picture, which is just awful. And this is Kay, their mom. Unclear what happened to them. Oh, airline ticket, so. But we know she died too. Wait, do we know that she died? It's not actually specified that she died. I think? I'm trying to remember if her gravestone was in the cemetery. Where's that photograph now of the stag, Wanlust? I'm not sure. We're not really able to pick up anything as we go. So if that was the one in the dark room, then it's still in the dark room. Oh, that picture's there. Which that looks like a real picture. Okay. Woof.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Okay. Which is part of probably why the great-grandmother lived in the house. Although we remember early on, it was said that Dawn was the only one who could imagine Edie living in a nursery home. So maybe she was willing to change that up. Oh, Gregory died as a baby. Oh, divorce contract. What? Why? Okay.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Okay, we're a baby.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
No big deal. Ah! I mean, this is just a child's imagination, I think. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows anymore? I'm a frog. Oh, I am the frog. I am actually a frog.
Watching over Gregory, it's time to...
Oh, is this is the pink bathroom.
Hold on, sweetie.
Oh, no. Remember the door? Gregory's bedroom door ended here?
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
This is not going to be good. This is going to be horrible.
I wonder what he saw.
Nope. Nope. This is going to be bad. This is going to be awful. I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Sure. What's happening? Why is there writing everywhere? Is it just a reflection? Let babies be dirty. Am I supposed to hit the ducks? I don't know. Ah, it's so creepy! Oh!
Whatever it was, he saw.
I can jump. Oh, no.
It sure made him happy.
I strongly suspect I know what's going to happen, and I don't want it to happen. Right? I'm pretty sure the water's gonna get turned on. What does that say? What does that say? What does that say? So it's just letters? I don't know. It's bad. I'm also having trouble, like, successfully doing anything here, so I'm not really trying to do anything. I'm just playing. Oh, now the whale is moving. Can I just do innocent things and maybe nothing bad will happen? How about that? I actually don't really get what I'm supposed to do here. Wait, what does that say? Hold on. I don't get it. Am I supposed to get on top of the whale? Because I'm dreading every second of this. Okay, there. That was probably what was supposed to happen. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want this to happen. Don't let it happen. it's really hard, actually. This is what being on drugs must be like. It's really hard to get him back onto the whale. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to do. This is like playing that doctor game. I can't. What is this? I am bread? I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. Come over here. And point. And oh no. No. Okay. Come over here. And point over there. Okay. And now down and up. I did it. And what am I supposed? Oh, I'm supposed to go for that. Okay. I guess the baby lives, right? And then nothing bad happened to the child ever. There we go.
Silly it sounds.
Okay, I got it. Now there's Bubbles.
But I worried about a baby being too happy.
Okay. Sorry, this slightly detracts from the magnitude of this moment. Because, like, I don't know.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Okay, everything's fine.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
So I'm fine. Now. Oh, I also can't move anything. Oh, yes I can. I can jump. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, shiz. This is awful! I don't want to do this!
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything.
Pretty sure I wasn't supposed to get stuck here. Oh, it's the whale. Oh, my friends.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I'd get don't worry.
I'm sure he's happy.
Yeah, but I'm his baby and he's gone.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Well, that's awful. I guess I am the frog. I became the frog. Poor happy Gregory. Well, that blows. Interesting that the divorce papers are just living here in this crib, along with many of the toys that surrounded Gregory upon his death. It's an interesting shrine.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
It's a lot of poems. That's probably the way out. Okay, so let's look at Gregory. No, it's not your fault. I mean, there's a lot of...
who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
When a kid
Our father
dies,
never
it's kind of hard to move on.
At least not very
so
hard.
a lot of couples break
Before
up.
the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Nice. Kite. So, what wedding is this? Oh, that totem is up. It's beautiful. Oh, I think maybe I was supposed to destroy all the words. Oh. Oh, and now I have to spin them around. That's cool. Again,
my father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Oh, did he remarry? The dad remarried after Kay left.
I mean, she probably blamed him. But though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I now pronounce you husband and wife.
But though he'd never met her. I mean, yeah. I would not be surprised if Kay blamed Sam because grief, you end up doing a lot of displacing blame, and he technically called that night, so she probably did feel he was responsible in some way. So I can't zoom now. Can I make it crash? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't. Yeah. Where are the next words? They're not like. Wait, oh no, I can only go up so high. Like I can't go all the way over my head. Way over here? By the house? Yeah, control a lot of interesting and different things in the game, which are, oh, hey, those are words. Oh, cool. All wrapped up on the
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Ha! Nice.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Nice. Destructive kites!
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh, is this gonna destroy the tent? This is gonna destroy the tent! No, that's not what this is supposed to do. Okay, never mind, sorry. Oh, we're destroying other stuff. Dang.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Huh. Oh, I thought it was catching on fire. This is just very dramatic. Oh, I didn't realize this was pylon. There we go. Yep, destroyed the tent. Ah! Oh no!
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day.
Huh, this is good.
Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
So all we really know about him is that he was a rebel. Didn't want his dad to remarry. Yeah. And he didn't remarry until after 1977. And then he died in 1983, but they never had any other kids. Dang. Why am I a kite and also a Katamari? Hello, Golden. Thanks for joining us this evening. Gus was, yeah, little bit of a punk, you know. We don't really know much about him, except that he liked something. Ready, set, dead. And he had a little bit of a mohawk, and he had a skateboard, and his sister wrote poetry for him. Sorry, that's not funny. He died. It's sad. It's very bad. Okay. Raise flag, 7:30 a.m. Breakfast. Okay, yeah. They mentioned their dad was strict, and he was in the Marines, so... Dawn, sweep trash. Gus, mop, mow yard. Greg, be a baby. Nice. Jeez. Oh, rock climbing!
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Yeah, I would too. Are you kidding? Apparently he also hated Microsoft. Why is that? I missed something.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
They never repurposed any of the old bedrooms, which is bewildering. Oh, okay.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped
Interesting.
her a lot after her dad died.
Yeah, that's common. And a lot of maybe different religions from the look of it. Yeah, why not? What's this? High school ID card. Cool. Republic of India.
She spent a summer building houses in
and then
Calcutta,
Sanjay
where
was
she
the
met
dad.
my dad, Sanjay.
Did I say Sanjay? I should have said Sanjay. Sorry, my apologies. And she had her own phone. To do, buy school books, get a new suitcase. Majors, English, teaching, geometry. Nice.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Rad. So she got far away for a while.
Lewis was born a year later.
Sure. Let's see. I guess I'll go up
When my
first.
dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh, wow.
And to see kids in the house again.
Huh. So all the kids had their own pots, I guess? What is happening here? Milton just drew on pots. Edith, the great-grandmother, did grow things, tomatoes from the look of it. Lewis grew herbs. And Dawn grew... I'm not sure what this was, but it seems like all kinds of stuff. Bet the password is under the keyboard. True, but you can't interact with that many things in the game.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I just kind of kept building more things. More stories. This is actually really nice. It's great.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
I take it they were homeschooled. Wow. This is a very inclusive, or exclusive world. Oh, this is young Edith. Gotcha. Sorry. I keep forgetting that our main character is named after the great-grandmother. Well, she's got index cards for all of them. Reading is a hoot.
But it didn't last.
Huh. To Teach to Learn, written by Dawn Finch, the mom, with an apple with a cross on it. Sanjay. Let's say Lutheran? Yeah, Orcas Island Lutheran, sure. Okay. Scientific method, observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, and conclusion. I mean, fair enough. This place should be called the Mystery
Beginning at
Mystery
the end
House.
was
Yeah.
Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Which is amazing. Are you kidding? I'll go there later. Haha! Look at this cute little mat. Oh, which is sealed up. Can I look in? This is Milton's room. Okay.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Hmm. Where did he sleep? Oh, no. There's just pottery there. Oh, wait. I can look through here or something. Open it, I guess. That's beautiful. This is a 10-year-old?
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Oh, that's right. She paints. The great-grandmother. Wow, this is really beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, and he's got his own little shrine here. Is Milton the last piece of the puzzle? Yeah, except for Dawn. And Lewis and Dawn died after the fact. Dawn, oh! Huh. So, I think now it's 2016 because it's mentioned in the very beginning that the mother has just died and gave her a key to come here. And I didn't realize Lewis died 6 years prior, so, okay. Building this gorgeous castle. Or painting, sorry, not building. And really seem to be into kingly things.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Edith is 18 now. Yeah, I think that's right. And also pregnant. Oh my god. So total mystery for where he went.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Wow, that's messed up. I think the game takes place in 2016. Because it's right after the mother dies that she comes here. Gosh, that's awful. And just disappeared? It's just that he was gone? I mean, that seems to be the case. What is all of that about? Okay, well, I guess we go back down.
Mom spent months searching for my brother.
Well, unless their ages are the same as my brother and I. Oh, wow. Oh, the mother sealed the doors after Milton went missing. I see. Yeah, I could... again, grief makes us do weird shit.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Interesting. Just making sure there's nothing on this side. Nope. Oh, darn. But I can't go this way. Okay, my bad. Go back around. Milton was only 9 when he disappeared. I thought he was 10. Wait, was he 9 or 10? No, you're right. He was 9. Wait, no, he was 11. He was 11. He was 11. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we've been through all there. Now we get to go up here.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but
oh yeah, she said she was
I think
4.
Lewis blamed himself.
Mom blamed Edie.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Okay, this is Lewis's room.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Alright, he likes pot. This is... I'm just realizing. So they lived in this enormous house. And this family... I mean, presumably they must have gone downstairs to cook food because that's where the kitchen is. But they lived... Their bedrooms are all up here. In this crazy intense structure built on top of the house proper. Which is really shoddy workmanship compared to the house proper, because the house proper was built by Sven, who had long since died. So this was probably just built by them, like hatched together by great-grandma Edie, her granddaughter Dawn, that woman's husband Sanjay, and their 3 kids. Like, you can even see the piping is just sort of thrown up here with PCP pipe. This is messed up. Is that a boat? That's a motorboat. Why is there a motorboat? Look like hermits. Yeah, they had to expand, absolutely, but why couldn't they reuse the rooms? That's just so crazy to even think about. Did someone live in this boat? Oh, this is Lewis's room. In a boat! Okay.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Yeah.
That part of him lived on.
Oh, I didn't mean to go out. I just turned around. No, go back in. Okay. I kind of want to look around the room before I go out that door. Hey! Wonderland.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. Huh. He died a lot.
It's a sentence with a lot more meaning than someone actually died. That looks familiar to me. Yeah, this room is... Oh my god, he even has little figurines and shit. Is that the Emperor? Looks sort of like Emperor Palpatine. But I also think they're intentionally trying not to reference anything too closely. The Red King's Dream. Hey, hang on. What is that? Theodore's Quality Cigars. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought maybe it was D&D. Okay. Legalized marijuana. Really cool. LED artwork, which I really like. Lewis's locker contents. Oh. Alright. Let's do this. Written to Dawn Finch. Hey, Seattle, Institute of Psychology. Oh. Oh.
Dear Mrs. Finch,
oh dear.
As Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Ah!
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh. Yep.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Began to what?
wander.
Oh. Oh! Do I have to keep doing this?
I asked him to describe it.
This is really hard to do.
He said he started small.
I'm really hoping I can just
imagining
ignore the
a
fishing.
labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
I have to get rid of the fish in order to see.
Then something moved.
This is my favorite part. This is so... It's very hard to do.
Bats. And toads.
I'm concentrating super hard, by the way.
And things that have not names.
Oh.
He knew it was all in his head.
It's also a fish.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
This is very weird, yeah. I'm loving this section because I can totally imagine. This is such.
But he found something
This is
more.
such a good representation of doing a menial task while focusing on a theater of the mind thing.
I worried about him then.
Wow, and then it turned more 3D-ish.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
Yeah, sorry, this is hard to do. Do two things at once.
I spoke with
Both
his
require
boss.
motor functions. His boss.
But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Huh.
Methodical, tireless, focused.
I bet. Jesus. He's just doing this all day.
Like a whole new Lewis.
Yeah, that's not a good thing, though.
So I let him go on.
Dear. Dear.
I even encouraged him.
Oh, it's getting bigger. It's taking up more.
It seemed very promising at first.
I think it's requiring
He
fewer
told me
clicks.
he'd made a new
yeah,
friend.
now I used to have to click to get him to throw the fish away, and now it just does it automatically. He has a doggo now!
On the edge of a city, he named Lewis Topia.
Topia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Rich internal life, yeah. Nice! This is so cool!
And songs for them to play.
The fish
He
are
talked
also
about
coming
starting a
less often
band.
now. Talking about a band.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Uh-huh.
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
Yeah.
were all in his imagination.
Yeah.
So he could do whatever he wished.
The same whale.
He held an election for mayor,
Cool.
and he won.
Oh, nice. Mayor of his own imaginary town.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh dear. He left Lewistopia.
Conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Ah! Steering! Oh god! Oh no! Oh no.
New Louisville.
Okay, it's fine. It doesn't let me crash. New Louisville! Still trying to selfish. This is such... And
St.
the map
Louis.
is getting bigger. St. Louis. Ah! Sorry.
He started drifting away from our reality.
I'm bad at the avoiding of islands. Oh, I just aimed directly into that island. There we go.
Minneapolis.
Lewis.
Until one day he forgot to go
That
home
pun,
from the
though.
cannery.
Forgot to go home from the cannery. That's
Even
not
as
good.
his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Oh dear. Oh dear, that's bad.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
I can choose! Beautiful prince. I mean, I'm already here, and it works for me.
beautiful prince.
Is it handsome princess? I think. Hello.
The prince was on his own quest for
Sure, radiant rainbows, I guess. Kind of wanted to. Ah, shit.
radiant rainbows.
Are you controlling the boat and the fish? Yeah. Not very well, which is why I keep bumping into things. Because I'm using the mouse to control the fish and
He followed the
WASD
sound of his
to to do the ship. He's fond of his... Oh, silver harp, silver harp. Although sitar is cool too. Cool.
Silver harp.
This is very complicated. It's easier, a little easier now than it was at the beginning. And the fish are coming way less often, so you can focus on the fantasy.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Yes.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh my god, it completely covers everything now. Oh, I'm supposed to move, right?
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
I know I'm behind on the fish.
But he was so proud of having created it.
How?
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Yeah, sounds pretty nice.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Can't even see the fish anymore. Where are we now? Oh dear. I think this is the school. This isn't the house. There's blood here. Why is there blood?
Began to forget the world we know.
Why is there blood? This is his locker. He has Chinese food, lunchbox, some kind of handheld Game Boy thingy. A lot of cleaning supplies are around. Why don't I play a game that looks like this minus the fish? Yeah, actually, that art style was delightful. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, so the blood could have just been the fish.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
But is he going to throw himself into the cannery stuff? Also, is this normal? I don't know. Is that Lewis?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Himself. Finch. This is him. Did I have a crown? Oh, he's just... I think I'm the guy with the crown now. And he's just moving his hand. Oh, no. What did I do? Oh! Can I climb up here?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Oh dear.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This can't be good. So I'm assuming that
including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Okay. So that cat named Molly, that cat is named Molly. Although there was a cat that was named after the little girl Molly. Thought she turned into a cat. Alright.
His prince waiting, holding his crown.
Is his crown actually a guillotine? Oh, I see a saw. I see a saw. Yep.
There was only one thing left to do.
Get your head chopped off.
Bend down his head.
This is why he got a crown on his gravestone.
best I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Dang. Jeez.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
That's awful. Poor guy. Just kind of got destroyed by the world. Oh, wait, I think I was supposed to go out the other way. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I've never heard of the game in the flood. I'm curious about that. Did I say the game in the flood? I meant to say the flame in the flood. That game. I have never heard of that. I don't know.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
And that's, I think,
she waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Oof. Dang.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I'm surprised it took the family as a general thing this long to leave the house.
I wish we'd stayed.
And it does seem like they started packing up.
But I understand why we left.
Is this the mom's? I think this is the mom's place. Here. Edith and Mom. In memory of Lewis Finch. So they had a little kitchen up here, so maybe they didn't live in the house proper at all. Which is kind of crazy.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Yeah. Which is so weird. Oh, so she, you know, got this book published, but left tons of copies of it here. There.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
And what happened?
Maybe you should have come sooner.
Oh, this is our room.
But it had to end one way or another.
Hey.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Okay, this is gonna be rough. So this is Edith's story, our main protagonist. Oh, that's so awesome! Okay, sorry. Yeah, we don't really know anything about her yet. She liked to craft things out of paper, which is super cool. Norwegian folktales again. We know that she bonded very much with her great-grandmother, whose name she shared. Say happy 90th birthday with her there. Adorable pencil case, I think? Wait, is that a pencil case? That's a feather. I think the same thing was in her great-grandmother's room as well. And then there's just letters all over. Huh. Oh, it's a feather. I was really afraid it was going to be a knife. It's a quill, actually. Edith Finch.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
The great-grandmother.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm Edith now. Smaller, younger Edith. getting a
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh. Okay. So we're going in the library.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Good for eavesdropping.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Oh.
Okay?
Dang. It's cold. So what's going on here? Is that the fold of people? The houses. History of the Finches. Ran and Aegir. Van Bol, the night you were born. Alright, so it's gonna tie back to Norwegian folktales somehow, clearly. Hey, Mana, thanks for joining us this evening. Yeah, I know, I haven't streamed in a very long time. I'm trying to pick it back up. We're just nearing the end of a very intense, spooky game. History of the Finches by Edith Finch. Different glows.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Okay.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, right. I'm not sure who I am. Am I Dawn about to
It was the
give birth,
first
or am I Edith?
and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Okay, I'm Edith.
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Cool.
God, it smelled awful.
Since Dragon Age times,
No.
yeah.
I've seen that house every day of my life.
Yeah. Kind of harrowing to be able
But
to
I
go
never
to it again.
thought I'd go back to it.
Right? This house was
When
lost
the
at
fog
sea.
rolled
She
in,
was
I
a
lost
young woman.
my way.
Oh no, that's not good. The tide could come back in before you made your way back.
I got turned around.
Oh dear. Oh, yep. Well, I'm just going straight. As long as I can.
I started seeing things.
Well, that's just a deer. That could be there.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Where's the text? I assumed the text... Oh, whoa! I was looking up. Wow.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
Well, sure.
That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Or maybe I came back to them.
Yeah. Opening a gate.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try.
Okay.
Edith, what are you doing in here?
Oh no.
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Yep, she's gonna rip it.
I kicked and screamed, but
Oof.
Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Yeah.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
This is very beautiful.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Oof.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Jeez.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Oh, that's awful.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
The baby, because we know she's pregnant.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Where am I going?
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Ooh, it's a dark implication.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Do I have a cast on? Who the fuck? Is that Milton? That's not Milton. That's the kid. That's the kid who has a mysterious cast on one hand, and I don't know why. And Edith Finch is dead. Damn it. And the house is still standing somehow, by the way? Dang. That was really quite depressing. Aww. Jeez. I like how they did all baby pictures. Well, that was very good. Very good storytelling. The light in the house turned on. Maybe it was the ghost of Odin, right? Yeah. Shiny firefly. That's kind of... Okay, I kind of do enjoy how they leave it a pure mystery. Especially since... I mean, honestly, tons of families, especially families who have good knowledge of their histories, because not all families do. You know, people move around a lot, or people prefer not to think about all of their ancestors of relatives, but a lot of families do, and there always tend to be weird, mysterious stories, or just really depressing stories. And I could see how that would haunt you with the sense of, you know, are we just repeating what people who came before us did? Are we all just reiterations of our ancestors? And that could prevent you from living your life to the fullest, as it clearly did with this family. So it's an interesting thing to explore, and I kind of like that the magical realism mysteries never get fully explained, because there's actually great potential for them to be entirely in the eye of the great-grandmother. That, you know, she spanned all these generations where people died very young. And people did die very young, but they still managed to have big families and continue generations. And people die for all kinds of reasons. So to imply that there's some kind... I do like how they play with that. Is it actually that there's some kind of family curse? Or is the belief in the family curse what's killing these people? And not killing, but like leading to their deaths, basically. And I like how they play with it and never answer it fully. Because Edith's great-grandmother Edith is alive through all of these tales, with the exception of her father, Odin. And it could be entirely sort of her still dealing with her grief from Odin, or believing in his belief of a family curse, which is why he left Norway, I presume, since they had old Norwegian tales lying around everywhere in the house. Golden, it felt like a story about a timeless place and people who didn't live long enough to experiment with different ways to live. But in real life, it would be an illusion, and as children, we only see a pattern. Right, the last pattern. Yeah, no, I agree with that a lot. That people just live their lives, and sometimes people don't live, quote-unquote, great lives. Sometimes people don't move far away or have intense, amazing careers. Most people just live mostly pleasant, mostly simple, normal lives. And there's nothing wrong with that. The Edith Finch team has a death date! The end, yes. Yeah. It's a nice little story, and I like the way that they tell it. I love the different playable sections, the different little memories. Again, if you really enjoyed this type of storytelling, I highly recommend the Monsters of Templeton, because I vaguely knew that was going to happen in the story, but still, the whole time I was playing it, I kept being strongly reminded of that, because it's about a woman who starts digging through the past of her own very broad, fractured family going way, way back. And it ends up being told through found articles, like diaries and whatnot, in those characters' voices of her past relatives. And it has a lot of also magical realism of things where you finish that section, you go, how much of that was real and how much of that was just that person being insane or making things up? And that's why I really, really love that book. So I strongly recommend Monsters of Templeton as a book. Other games, someone mentioned The Flame and something. Because I don't know, which was, I think, specifically about the art style of Lewis's fantasy life. I am having trouble thinking of another game that's done this. Shiny Firefly, what did Edith die from? Unclear. Then again, what did Molly die from? Honestly, that's the one, maybe because it was the first one, that I'm most struck by. Did she just die mysteriously in her bed? I mean, it's possible. She went to bed hungry, but okay, actually, yeah, no. Most likely she went to bed hungry, ate holly, which is a poisonous plant, I think, and died from that. That's most likely what happened. And had, like, fantastical dreams while she was dying because she was hallucinating, but yeah. The Flame and the Flood, gotcha, has really good music and art. Okay, that's really cool. Although it may not be, I haven't heard of it. I haven't played through it, so I can't speak to how fun it is to play. Yeah, this was a very enjoyable experience. I had a good time with it. And it was really quick. I mean, that was a good solid 3 hours. And yeah, I highly recommend this game. I love games like this that play around with... It's very straightforward and very linear, but it tells a good story, and that's the kind of stuff that I go crazy for. So I'm super about it. I highly recommend it. I realize that most of you guys just watched me play through it, so you know what happens. So some of the mystery may be lost. But I still definitely enjoyed it. And I hope you guys did too. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for tuning in tonight. I'm not actually sure, by the way, I am officially trying to restart my stream. I know I've been really, really bad the last year or so at sticking to a schedule. And I'm trying to fix that. I'm coming back. I missed streaming, and I want to come back and do more of it on a regular basis. So I'm going to try to do Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. to about 9 p.m., depending on what I'm playing and if it goes over, which it may. So that's my plan going forward. I've tried to post that everywhere, so anyone who's interested knows when I'll be going live. And again, I'm not sure what we're going to play next. I mean, I never did finish Dreamfall chapters for the stream. I never played through book 5 or 6, whichever was the last one. So most likely we'll do that next time around. If you have suggestions, especially for indie games that are new, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's come out this year that I haven't gotten around to playing, feel free to tweet at me or, you know, send me a message on Twitch and let me know what you think might be good to stream, because yeah, I'm always looking for suggestions. And otherwise, I'll see you guys on Tuesday, probably playing Dreamfall chapters, unless I get inspiration for something else. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching me. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and of course on Twitch so that you'll know what's going on next time it's going on. And otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye!